Hromek up against Mike Aulby. Now the championship match.
And these are the two players who dominated throughout the week. Never bowled each other on television, which
that's kind of unusual.
Well, for as long as they've been on tour, it is very unusual.
Come on.
Now, that's not unusual. Mike Aulby throwing another strike. Now, first look at Jason Couch. He's throwing a ball with a 4.5-inch pin with a small hole as he takes a re-rack. He's got a lot of surface on this ball. It's going to make the ball hook a little earlier. He can move in on the oil more to the right. How do you like that power ball?
It was that power exhale when he got rid of all that oxygen before rolling the first one.
He was a little nervous before the start of this. Ball driving back strong. The 4-pin just enough to bounce the 7-pin out.
Thank you. Got you.
That's right. I got you.
When you talk about his power, 6th in the PBA World Power Rankings, Jason is.
Well, that shows his consistency throughout the last couple of years, but the power that he puts on the ball, the revolutions that he imparts, are frightening. And he's actually toned it down a little bit. Solid 8. Ball driving right past the 8-pin, and a wry smile from. Now, they love you. They love you, Jason, but the 8-pin doesn't love you as the ball drives right past it.
When he talked to you, he told you that he liked his chances as the top seed. How come?
Well, he takes the momentum from qualifying in match play as he converts the 8-pin. He takes that momentum and uses that to inspire him to greatness during the telecast.
And in his match against Hromek, there is Mike's success factor again today. And a strike in the first in this championship match against Couch.
Leaves the light 7-pin. And that does a lot to keep the hopes of Jason Couch alive. You know, you just don't want to sit there and watch your opposition go up there and go bang, 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 and all of a sudden you're down by 20 pins. Aulby converts another 7-pin.
Mike, one of only 4 men to capture the PBA Triple Crown. Not too many guys have been Rookie of the Year and Player of the Year, but Mike has.
Well, it just shows that he came out on tour and he was a fine player, and he's just continued through the years.
Come up, Bob. Come up, come up.
22 is a PBA star. Of course, the Silicon Valley Open has been sanctioned by the American Bowling Congress, providing championship services and programs to bowlers since back in 1895, when Marshall had his mustache.
And make sure you bowl in a sanctioned league.
Nah, Jason.
That ball, errant shot. He turns his thumb down. When he accelerates too fast from his backswing, he has a tendency to turn the thumb down, gets the ball rolling early, never gets far enough to the left, and goes right through the heart. That's a mistake that he works to try and minimize. It creeps in every once in a while.
Do bowlers, after they have a match on television, look at a videotape? Do they check their form? Do they look at the tapes?
Absolutely.
And what do they learn?
Oh, chops the spare. 2-pin right off the 4 and a 7. And you can learn a lot by watching yourself on other telecasts. You can see what you did in key situations to win. You can look at your mannerisms, check to see if your intensity was too high at any one particular point. Boy, and just a big error for Couch. He opens down by 15.
Get in there,
That kind of form earned Jason Couch the first player in the history of the PBA to win back-to-back T of C titles. Re-rack from Mike.
Players look at the 1 and the 2 pin on the left-hand side. That's the pocket they're looking at. They're allowed to have 1 re-rack.
Some players
two
are
re-racks.
superstitious about re-racking, aren't they?
Well, some players won't take them at all. If I'm correct myself, you are allowed to have 2 re-racks. Aulby not superstitious. He's just good. He's got his speed dialed in right now, Jim. He loves to soft stroke it. Soft stroke the ball down the lane. Let the ball do the work. He's not forcing it, which it's a good tip for bowling. It's a good tip for most any game that you try and play. And if you force it, you're not going to get the great reactions that you're looking for.
Up by 25 pins now, Mike is.
Stop. 7 pin. Almost. Pin was leaning on it, but not able to make it fall. Mike told me earlier that he was watch it push away. He wants to make sure he pushes a little bit to the left in order to keep his arm straight through the zone. You get the feeling he could probably make that about 100 times in a row.
So Jason now with some work to be done after leaving the 3rd open.
Well, Jason, with a couple of strikes, can cut that deficit from 24 pins down to 4. Just concentrating on making a good shot. Execution.
Oh, that better strike. Yeah, I'll strike.
He knows.
Come on.
Well, get used to that outfit, because if he makes the finals on TV next week in Las Vegas, you'll see it again. That's what he does superstitious-wise.
He knew that ball was headed right solid in the pocket as soon as it went off his hand. And you talked about that earlier. Do they know if it's a good or a bad shot? Well, Mr. Couch certainly showed us right there that he knows exactly when he's throwing it well.